Grand Rising, I am Empress Sade Elbay, and this is the Morris News Network. If you would like to follow us, you can join our group. You can find us on Telegram. The invite link is provided in the description below. We speak on all the latest news, spiritual news, Mother Gaia news, provide products and services and preparedness information, and speak about all the information that you just can't speak about on any other social media platform due to content and free speech restrictions. So please come and join us. Again, the invite link is provided in the description below. Also, if any of the information provided within this video, past videos, or our message at the Morris News Network resonates with you and you would like to support our mission, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We have a YouTube channel and we also have a Rumble channel. Okay, so subscribe to those channels to get this information out there to the people that may need what we are sharing in these critical times that we are living in today. We are live today on a show that we call The Shift with Empress Phoenix Star. Empress Phoenix Star, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, good, good. And we're going to speak about a lot of things today. And before I pass the floor over to the Empress, of course, you know, I got to go in. Nationality documents, got them. They're free. You need to do them now more than ever. It looks like things are finally picking up where we're going to start to see a lot of stuff happening real soon. I mean, you had to be under a rock if you have not really paid attention to see what is going on right now, and the time is now. We've been talking about, it's been, I know before I said it, I didn't hear too many people really saying it. I don't remember, but I do know I had mentioned about how the you know what goes to as far as removing you from your bloodline and your inheritance, and I have heard a couple of other people say about the you know who. And so now is the time more than ever. Please reach out to me at the Morris News Network. Okay, you can email me at the Morris News Network at gmail.com or get in contact with us on Telegram. Okay, and so just click that link and you can reach me there as well about that. Also, let me get this up because we do have another karmic cleanse that we are doing for 12/21. I'm sorry, 12/31 on the 31st and January 1st in between that, okay? And I would like to say thanks to all for those that participated in the 12/25 Christ Consciousness Energy Karmic Cleanse, okay? So the next one, again, is on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, in which I will be able to not only utilize and activate all of the other, the 12/12 Ascension, the solar eclipse that we had, the full moon energy that we had, the winter solstice energy. We're going to combine all of that plus the Christ consciousness and the dark matter phantom energy effects that have been taking place as of 12/25, okay, on what the many people will call Christmas, okay. But for their New Year's Day was a day which was celebrated to celebrate the fall of the Moors, guys. Okay, and our assumed defeat. Okay, this is going to be really interesting because we are not going to hold back on that day. We're going to transmute all of that energy on that day to cast our spell, to reverse the negative frequency, but to also to celebrate the rise of the Moors, the rise of the gods being back in power. So this is going to be a beautiful day. So please, if you want to come join us, celebrate the rise and the return of the gods, the divine creator and our ancestors back on the throne, claiming our sovereignty and uplifting fallen humanity. This is not a game. I repeat, this is not a game. The spell will be cast. The energy will be transmuted for our mission and our purpose. Again, so if you are interested in being a part of that karmic cleanse session, then hit me directly at the Morris News Network at gmail.com or directly at the Morris News Network on Telegram. Now, lastly, I just want to say this because we're going to start also on January 1st to do our galactic training. It is time to get in training. It's time to put all that information, those books, and everything that we've been doing spiritually to start activating that, guys. And we're going to start January 1st. Classes begins, okay? So you will learn to unlock your hidden potential, all your psychic abilities, and so much more. It's going to be a lot. It's not going to just be classes specifically on that. It's definitely going to be frequency classes and of course a lot of spell casting and rituals and just learning about everything that we can possibly fit into different classes to not only teach us about it, but learning how to activate, because that's the key. And we have our master teacher on board, Noble Rynell. He's going to be helping with that process, okay? So we will have initiate classes and the adept classes. The adept is the activation part. Okay, so if you would like to learn more about that, again, reach out to me at the Morse News Network. You do not want to miss it. This is definitely a great opportunity to get prepared for what's next, because we're seeing what's happening next, and you guys need to be prepared. You need your ancestors. We need everything. Everything that we can to protect ourselves needs to be activated right now, and you need to learn how to work it, to govern it, okay? To govern it, and to be able to manage and shift your energies and know what to do. And we're going to try to help you get there, and maybe, bring whatever you got too, because we're willing to learn from you guys as well. Okay, so I wanted to say that first. Before you start, Empress, I know I'm going to forget. I want to say something to you specifically.
Oh my God!
Yes, and it is about, I know you bring up so many products. I forgot to pull this up, but I know you're great with doing this. You're great with doing the research. So I'm just going to give you the info and let you go.
Okay.
It is called a hand crank generator.
Okay, let's
A hand crank generator. And they may have it on Amazon. I never checked, but I did hear that it's on eBay as well. So even if the solar goes out, you don't have any gas or any propane, there is a hand crank generator. Do you see it? Now it's the one that's big enough that can actually power things a little bit more, like your 12 volt battery. Here it is down here. Down that 150, that tan looking box, manual hand crank generator. Look at that, guys. I didn't even know that existed. I found out about it the other day. And again, just in case, the solar, some people are worried about the sun not, being blocked or for whatever reasons. And then others are worried about, when a crisis happens, the first thing to go is the gas and the propane. So that's only going to last you so long. So then what's next? This hand crank generator. So that's one thing. And then, of course, with water, we talked about this before, but on one of the episodes. But I think Adaora was there at that time, and it was about the dehumidifier to pull the water out of the air, so you can have water,
right.
Yeah, and purify it. So I just want to bring that back as well, so you guys can think about having electricity, and then you can in some type form of light, and also to bring back how to create water, just in case you get into a particular moment where you may not have safe drinking water. So please pay attention to those two things. And I yield the floor to you, Empress.
Oh, okay then. Good seeing you. Good hearing you. You know what? There was one other thing that I learned watching some of the videos. If you are really good at identifying trees, and let's say, for example, some of the leaves and the branches like hovering down at at eye level or waist level, you can actually tie a plastic bag around it and secure it with a rubber band or with a string, to let the condensation from the leaves make water in the plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can turn around and purify that too. I think I put that video.
Yep. I don't know if you did. You may want to do that again.
Okay, I'll do that. I know I had that. Well, since we're talking about different things, I might as well go ahead and go off into that. But I do want to say, guys, every time we talk, it's such a spiritual moment. I mean, look at the introduction you just had. It was all spirituality. I was sitting over here gravitating, go, I want to say something spiritual too, because it just flows. It just we need that right now. Communities need to come together. Husband, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, families need to come together right now. Right now, we need each other more than any other time. I mean, there's so many threats as soon as we walk outside our door right now. So once we go inside of our homes, we really need to come together. And Empress Sade and I were talking about a concept with electromagnetic energy. It's called electromagnetic transfer, energy transfer. Be very careful when you look in someone's eyes with your thoughts are, because their body feels it. Now, some of you might want to misuse that, but there's some loving people out there that are listening to this. And, you know, like when a cop leaves and goes to work, they never know if they're going to come home each day. Well, the way things are going right now, we don't know if they're going to come home each day. So the best thing to do when your loved one leaves the house, make sure you look at them in their eyes and just, without even saying a word, tell them how much you really love them. Their body will feel it. We need that energy right now. We need to strengthen each other. Sometimes we don't even have to do anything or lift a hand to help each other. Sometimes just looking in someone's eyes with love is enough to help them smile as they walk outside the door. Anything you want to add to that, Empress?
No, absolutely. We know, I mean, we've always heard that window to someone's soul is in their eyes. And so your eyes is very powerful. You can do your magic, and a lot of your psychic abilities definitely happen through the eyes, okay? And that's why we always talked about the giving someone the evil eye. You know,
Yeah.
you always heard of the evil eye. That's what that was about. So you got to do things to protect yourself and protect your energy, and also be careful with, misusing your powers and your gifts out there to others, especially unnecessarily. If they did not do anything to you, don't just psychically attack people out there, because it is true, it does happen. I personally went through that myself. I'm not going to get into that tonight, but that has happened, and that's part of the training too. We get into how to protect yourself, and sometimes you need multiple layers of protection, not just one, because one won't work. I have stories. I have some stories to tell, but I'm just not going to do that tonight. But you're right, Empress.
Yeah, and you know, she's right about that. Don't misuse your powers, because we're in a time, age of Aquarius right now, and the veil is very thin, and also karma can come back instantly.
Yes.
Instantly, right, Empress?
Yes, absolutely. Especially now.
Especially now. So you shoot your little negativity to someone, you might walk outside and Lord help you, that negativity might come right back at you right at that moment, or later on that day even. So be very careful of casting out that negative energy to people. This is not the time. Anytime you feel like you have to cast negative energy towards someone, it's time to grab a journal and do some shadow work on that particular topic. And
Yeah.
work through it, solve it, resolve it, and then let it go.
Let it go. You know what, Empress? I'm gonna let you talk for a minute. I'm gonna have to go for a second, and I want you just to continue on what you, and I'll let you know when I'm back.
Please do.
Okay.
I miss you when you leave.
Yeah, well, I just didn't want you to say, "Hey, Empress," and I'm gone. So, Empress Phoenix Star is going to take over the show from here. She got you guys. You guys are in good hands, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, guys, I just want to let you guys know there's a lot of different things that we can use out in the field, like during survival, even right now. I ran across something that I've always been fascinated in, and that was a ham radio. This is a portable one that's only $69, and we don't get anything out of this. We're not affiliate sellers. We're just showing you different products that we've ran across. But this one right here is very unique because it's also a two-way radio. So this is something you might want to look into. At least that's how I'm perceiving it. Another thing, the thing is that you also would need a license if you actually do decide to do this, unless you have like a handheld CD radio. Now, I used to talk on the CD, and with that, you don't need a license. Now, with the ham radios, you do need a license. And I ran across something that was really economical. Just want you to see what this little puppy looked like. Comes in different colors, so you can pick what color you want, camouflage, black, blue, red, yellow. So this is something that's pretty cool. They have some others. They also have some two-way radios that you can get where if you're in a group, you can buy the 4-set, 3-set, 2-set. So it depends on what it is you need. But this right here also has the antennas that will go with it. So you can actually buy this as a bundle. Just make sure you read up on everything. Make sure that everything matches everything. So I would read the descriptions very carefully. Now, like I said, this one's only $69. But I did run across, I was actually looking for this for myself, honestly, I was. I was like, okay, ham radio, that's not a bad thing to have. Now, there's some courses I ran across, and there's a video that I ran across where a guy actually goes through and shows you how to talk on it. I'll give the link to the Empress so that way she can post it for you. Now, this is the courses that I ran across for this. As I said, this can be very, very handy. They had a technician course. They had the general license course, and they have the amateur extra license course. Basically, if you go to the video that we're going to put in the link, the guy got it where you can get 20% off. And no, we're not affiliated with him. We're not an affiliate of this. You know, this is just that he had such valuable information that we wanted to share his channel with you. And so we have that for you. But you can actually just, you actually have videos in this. It has writing. He goes into the video. He actually goes behind the scene and he shows you what the lessons look like. The lessons look pretty cool because you have a video that explains that particular section for you. And then it has it in writing. And it has anything that's blue is what will be on the test. So any wording that you see in blue, and from what I saw, it was repeated more than once. You would be able to remember it. And immediately after that section, you would have a quick quiz, and then you would go to the next section. So you would just have to decide, you can read through this, decide which one you want to go through. I do want to have the general license course. I think that's what it was. I'll have to check and see. This screen looks a little different than it did when I looked at it last night because it had something on the top that to show you exactly what the different things were. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Okay. This one right here, technician and general, that's the one that I'm going to get. And instead of $70, it costs $49. Instead of paying $35.35, you can just pay $49, and you can actually do both. That way you'll have everything you need. You'll get the call sign number and everything once you take the test. So this is a quick way that you can actually take study this, and you can also take the course, the exam online, or you can take it in person. So there are ways that you can actually take it, you know, online. So you don't have to actually physically go in places right now. But this is going to be my next purchase, is this course. And as long as we have an economy, electricity and all, I'll be able to hurry up and finish this and get myself certified as a ham operator. Okay, so that's something that some people like to have. And I actually remember one of the questions that was in the exam. It said that you can wait 2 years after it expires to be able to renew it. So you don't, even if it expires, you still have some time on the license. Wow, I can't believe I actually remembered that. This is the, okay, that's the ham radio course. Okay, here's the ham radio prep course. Okay, ham radio, and that. Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure I showed you all the links. So this is something that you can look into, and it looked like it's a pretty good course. As long as you score an 84 overall on all your quizzes, they'll return your money back if you don't pass it the first time. That was one of the guarantees that it had, which I thought was pretty cool. Now the courses, these are the courses here. And it also shows you, you know what, it's the same one actually. It looks really close to the same one. You would be able to actually use something very similar to what I showed you. That looks like the same one actually. It really does. All right, something else I want to talk to you guys today about. I've been monitoring all the different volcanoes. And right about now, we have some serious issues in the Iceland area. Right now, we say that that doesn't affect us, but it actually does. Because in Iceland, those were the volcanoes that they have claimed, you know, I can only go off of what I've read, that these particular volcanoes were responsible for an ice age. So it is very important to keep up with this. I'm going to see if they will show me all the different earthquakes. No, this one's not showing me. Can you do the other list? There's more than one list here. This is the volcano list. No, it's still showing about the same. Okay, let me move this out the way. And we're going to go down here. I want you to see this. Now, this has been having earthquakes in this area now for, I'd say, probably about a good week. So what you see right now is just for the last 48 hours. It was way more condensed than that. I think I have a picture of it to let you know. Now, I want to show you something else here. Now, they're starting to have earthquakes in this area. Now, there was a lot more from here because, like I said, this was just the last 48 hours. But this started about 72 hours ago. Now, what I've read is that the reason why you're seeing a lot of this activity here, even out in the ocean, is because there's possible magma that is moving underneath these volcanoes right now. So it's very likely that these volcanoes one day soon may start erupting. What we have to watch on this particular map is that all these little green triangles, green, let's make sure they're all green. Let's look at this together. All these green triangles are volcanoes that are not active. Oh, look at that. Well, we got one that's alert. It's unrest, volcanic arrest. And as you can see, there was an earthquake there 7 hours ago. So there is officially, from what we see so far, one of the volcanoes now, and that's news to me because all of these were all green. So currently, right now, there is one that's, okay, look like that's the only one. You gotta look in the ocean too because there are actually volcanoes in the water as well. So right now, there's only one. Now, the thing about this particular application, the reason why I like it is because not only can you see the volcanoes, but you can also see what the reactions were to the people that were actually experiencing it. So that all happened yesterday. So as we can see now that in Iceland now there is one volcano that's actually unrest. If this turns amber, that means warning, eruption warning, and if it turns red, that means it's actually erupting. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep everyone abreast on that. Now another area that we want to look at is going to be over in Indonesia. Indonesia has had quite a time. Let me see if I can show you this. Now, they finally came through and said in southern Indiana that there was a 6.1. It wasn't confirmed. There was also a 6.1 also in Kentucky. That wasn't confirmed before I started looking at this too. So let's take a look at the states, and that's where we live. Most of us live, not all of us. So we're going to look at Indiana. Doesn't appear to be any other activity around it. But this happened 9 hours ago, and this was one of the ones that was delayed. Okay, let's take a look at the list. Let's go ahead and look at Kentucky and see if there's additional tell you what, do it that way. So there was reactions. I had to keep changing it. Felt nothing. Somebody felt nothing. So that was there. That was Indiana. Kentucky. Indiana. Let's take a look because it's not going to show up unless I click it. God, look at all of this. It's crazy. Alright. Wait. Yeah. I keep forgetting to add stuff too while I'm gone. Let's do it that way. Yeah, because it was a big one. Alright. That was there. Okay. It's the same thing. Wow. So there were two. Louisville. I think it's in the same spot. That's kind of odd. That's very odd that you have it like that.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. For some reason, this particular earthquake is showing in the same spot with two different ones. We have the Indiana, it finally came through, that is 6.1. And then there was one in Kentucky, 6.1. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Now, we're still waiting on the one in San Diego. There was a big sonic boom in San Diego, and at the time that I came on, it was still unconfirmed. They're not actually stating that it's otherwise you would see it here. You would actually see it here. It would actually be on this list right now. But there's not anything that I see for San Diego. It's still unconfirmed. Empress, the one that we were talking about that was very large, a big sonic boom underneath San Diego.
Okay.
Still not confirmed. I don't know why. But another place that we need to be concerned about, you see this, guys, is 7.3, is Indonesia. Indonesia is no joke. Look at this whole area. It's no joke. And look at all the responses from these different earthquakes. All around, all in this whole area. Nothing but earthquakes. And as you can see, the yellow ones mean unrest. A couple of weeks ago, these were all green. These were all green. Now, the yellow ones mean unrest. The ones that are amber color means that they're under alert for eruption. And the red ones are erupting. So all of these are turning on in Indonesia.
So they're all coming online.
Yep, every last one of them. Now there's more. Like if I go closer, you'll see even more green ones. Not that many though. Look at that. Oh my God! It's the whole thing. All of these are coming online, which means look at all of these responses. I'm not going to go through all of these. That's a lot. But next thing we need to do is look at Mexico, because this one right here, they're off the chart in Greece. We might have someone from that area. There's been more than one, as you can see, there's been more than one earthquake. They've been rocking at 5.7, 5.4, and then you got some of the little smaller ones over here. But it's been going crazy. Now this is a place that had that huge 7 point something not too long ago. It was 6 point something, but almost 7 that happened here. So the activity is getting stronger. So we don't have as many earthquakes. We got the little baby ones, but the bigger ones now are strong. They're definitely a lot stronger than what they were. Let's see. All the 5s. So we do have 5s. Everything over 5 is right here.
And notice, guys, I don't know because if anyone has been paying attention even to the mainstream media, there are certain things that they have been talking about just, weather-related, pole-shift type of related things, and a lot of videos have came about as well of what people are seeing right now. You guys pay attention to your skies. Pay attention to your skies. If you see any videos of anything, shoot it over to the Morris News Network. We would love to have you guys on the air, and just kind of tell us what you've seen. We want to get more home videos of different things, because people are seeing the two suns, they are seeing the two moons, they are seeing UFO type of flying objects. They are witnessing or hearing these booms, or feeling these shakes. It's just so much going on. So if anything from in the sky, on the ground, under the ground that you notice, let us know. Because there was also the doomsday, what they called it, the doomsday glacier, iceberg or something, I'm sorry, that they're talking about is, they said that it's close to breaking off and melting, but a lot of times when they tell you that, it already has and is melting, but that's their way of saying, it'll be 5 years from now, and it's really happening now. Were you going to say something about that, Empress?
Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry. I was just going to say I was trying to see on here, over here, if I could see anything on it, but I don't see anything on it at all.
They blocked it out?
It's not in the water. They're not like monitoring it. But just look at all of this over here. And what concerns me is no one's talking about these volcanoes going off in Africa. I mean, they're important too.
Mm-hmm.
There go one there that's erupting. Here's another one here. That one's been erupting for a bit. And the big one in Kenya is on alert right now. Oh, So that one's on warning right now. So we do have some going off in Africa. I'm so glad that I remember that. I wanted to say something about that. Because if you notice, Africa hasn't been having any earthquakes. There's one there happened 33 hours ago. But I don't see that many earthquakes happening unless you're up here near Tunisia or Morocco. But it looks like there's another one here by Egypt. Oh, no. Hold on. I got to get close to be able to click it. Right there. There's a 3.8 22 hours ago right in Alexandria.
Okay.
But some people do still. I'm like, hey, guys, that's part of Africa, too. So right now, on Africa right now, we have 2 earthquakes so far, and we have 2 volcanoes erupting, and 1 is on alert.
Okay.
Okay? There's a lot of activity all up in this area here. You can see all the responses. Italy is getting torn. Not Italy. Where is that? That's Greece. Yeah, Greece is getting torn up right now. Greece has had so much activity here. It is unreal, because what you see there is light. But if you went back, if you were able to overlay the last 3 days for Greece, it would be a lot more than that. And look at all the responses that they're getting. All of that was because of one volcano, all those little squares. Those are all people saying something. Over here in Cairo, these are the ones for this earthquake right here. These are the ones that respond here. But all of this over here is all Greece. Because here's another earthquake. I don't know if people can see it. It looks kind of faint. Then there's other earthquakes over here. I mean, it's just all And then you have to think that, you have Mount Etna in Sicily that's going erupting right now, too.
Right.
But guys, it pays to know what's going on everywhere else. What is that? La Palma is still on unrest. It hasn't completely stopped, because if you look right here, you see that there's still earthquakes on La Palma.
Right.
Now, another thing is no one's talking about it, but there's earthquakes on the adjacent island that also has a volcano. This is the one I was posting about yesterday. Now, these all happened yesterday. It looked like it's pretty quiet today. But, yeah, there was, for the last few days, every other day or so, there's earthquakes around this one here. Now, the thing about it is we always have to be concerned about earthquakes at the base of volcanoes. Empress and I have talked about that and stressed it to everybody. That could be magma moving. It doesn't mean it is, But in the case of Iceland, it definitely is. At least they've confirmed that that's what that is. So, we'll keep an eye on this side of the world, especially La Palma. I hope it stays calm down. Now, the other place that we were concerned about was San Diego area. Let's take a look at San Diego. We already know about the earthquakes that happened here. There's one in Texas, and that was from fracking. One of the guys from YouTube went in, and he said, when you look at those little dots that are down there, there's some little dots in one of the earthquakes here. It's where they're fracking. This right here is in the farmland. It looked like a whole bunch of whales where he showed. They might already be up now. Yeah, that earthquake's not showing anymore. That must have been from yesterday. But it was over in this area right here. It was an earthquake over in this area. It was over here somewhere. But the guy was showing that they're doing fracking. They're putting you might as well say dirty refinery stuff into the ground. And basically what's happening is that there's still people growing food right on the same farmland adjacent to it. So some of our food is being grown right on the side of where they're putting toxic waste.
Mm.
I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is. They're still not showing the earthquake for San Diego. Look like there's been some activity here in the Bay Area. I'll say East Bay, Fairview. San Francisco's right there. So California's not doing as bad as it was, but if you notice here, these earthquakes been going along this area for a while. But look right here. A lot of people don't realize the Clear Lake, where we used to go fishing when I was a little kid, is a volcano. I gotta get that off. It does that. You get stuck. Okay. I just want to show everybody what's going on in the world. Oh man, LBC had Carson. Carson City is right next to LBC, Long Beach, California. That's where the oil refinery is. It's right there. But just giving you guys an idea of what's been going on. So there's just been a few earthquakes, 2.4, Santa Rosa, and I had no idea this was a volcano right here near Santa Rosa. I gotta get closer. Let's find out what the name of that volcano is. For those of you, that is the Clear Lake. Okay, all right, making sure. I was too far out. So Clear Lake is definitely a volcano. No one ever told us that. We used to go fishing there all the time. Okay. Any questions, sweetheart? We're just showing all the different earthquakes going on.
No, and guys, I just want to let you guys know, this one may be a little bit of a shorter broadcast today than what we normally do. But we kind of started late when me and Empress, Phoenix started get to going. We had so much to share with each other.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this one up for tonight. And if there's anything else that comes up, if we have to do a part 2, we will. And this is also the time for you guys, if you have any particular areas that you want to know about, reach out to us, leave comments in the live chat or comments on the YouTube or the Rumble. Okay, wherever you see these videos. If you want to know about your area, if you want to find out about safe locations, and we'll just tell you about things we heard. We definitely want to always say, do your own research, find out, are these safe areas that resonate with you, and only you can tell yourself that we're merely sharing information that could be of a guide to kind of help you guys out, and just give you some type of direction to go into, so you guys can do your own research on this. Okay, this may be a life or death situation. You never know. Your family's lives may depend on this, and this may not be something for not too far in the future. Not too far in the future. So, again, reach out to us, because we would love to, hear your thoughts, or if you have any information that you want to add to the show, reach out to us, that would be great too, because we would love to get some of that information as well that can help out to help others. Okay,
Right.
especially with this process. And that's all I really had to say for now. Did you have anything else you want to add to that, or anything else you want to share before we wrap it up for today?
No, basically, when I look at my list of 3 things that I was to cover, I covered.
Okay.
That was Iceland, California, and La Palma. Those are the main things in Indonesia. But
Okay.
like she said, I mean, if you guys have some pictures, especially, oh my God, because there's so many great pictures people are submitting. It'd be nice to see what's going on in people's areas, especially right now, because there's some very unusual scenes people are seeing in the
Mhm.
sky right now, right, Empress?
I mean, a lot. I've seen even some myself. I'm trying to take some good videos for as well. So yeah, we would love to see that. And okay, well, you know something, I really don't have too much to say for tonight. So I guess we can probably wrap it up right here, since I know Empress Phoenix Star said that she pretty much said what she wanted to say for today. Again, like I said, we will let you know if there's anything breaking news that needs to come, and be shared right away. But other than that, come join us, be a part of the Telegram group. There's a lot of information in there as well, not just preparedness, a lot of spiritual information, a lot of our history, a lot of remedies, like finding ways to get out of this matrix and these corporate matrix traps, and doing our own spell casting. So we're sharing a lot of information there. If you have particular questions that you would not like to share to everyone else, you can do it directly, or maybe join the chat so you can see if others may have some information to give you as well. Okay, so if you want to say anything on that, other than that, I'm just gonna end it here.
No, and the only thing I want to say is that we'll make sure that we start covering some of Central America. And like you said, if someone, even if we've already covered the area, if someone wants to discuss an area, please let us know. And, I would be more than happy to go over it, for you, okay?
Okay. Well, guys, thank you guys so much. I know you guys really enjoy the show, and we appreciate you guys listening in, and just trying to share a little bit of yourselves with us. And we get a lot of different feedback from you guys, so we love to hear that. And I thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys tune in often. I am Empress Sade Obey with the Morris News Network, signing off with Empress Phoenix Star 777. Okay, and I would say peace and love to everybody, and I'm sending so much love and light energy your way.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.